Very nice.
Hi, it's horny Roxy.
Try it out.
Right.
Oh
Super
my
cute.
God.
Okay. Right. Heard. I can do this. It's gonna be fine, right? Hi, I'm Ferris.
Hi, I'm Roxy.
And we're at New Solid Gold with the
Jax
Jax Local Radio
Show.
And we're here to do a little interview about
Strip club documentaries.
Beneath the surface.
All right, Roxy. So, how did you come up with your name?
Actually, I didn't. When I applied, it was my first time ever dancing, and the manager at the time told me to pick a name, and I picked Lilith, and he said it wasn't realistic enough.
Okay.
So, and then I picked Veronica, and then he said that was taken, and then I picked Molly, and he said that was taken, and I picked Mars. He said no, and then he's like, well, what about Roxy? And I was like, yeah, sure, let's do it.
So, Roxy, I love watching you dance, and you always have the best choices for music, but what is your personal favorite genre to dance to in the club?
I would say my personal favorite genre is like more ethereal music. I really enjoy dancing to Pink Floyd, for example, but inside the club, I would dance to only hard rock and like booty shaking rap. Just because I know that's what my audience wants of me, and I know that that is what I make the most from. A little bit of both. I give it variety for audience.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, you have the best assets, so might as well use that, right? Assets. I'm so glad you picked up what I was doing there.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Oh, I'll put it down. Living the lifestyle that we do, it can be kind of difficult, and it can be hard to maintain a healthy relationship. Are you able to, or like, how are you able to maintain a healthy relationship?
So I think the dancing industry can be really hard on a lot of relationships, and you have to be strong as fuck to be able to endure that. Me personally, I do just fine. I am in a long-term committed relationship, and you know, my boyfriend, he does not care. You know, we're open, we're honest, we communicate a lot about, you know, what's going on, and I kind of debrief him about my day. At first, he was definitely a little hesitant, because he's had bad experiences in the past, which I get it, totally understandable. But as he got to know me more as a person, it made him more and more comfortable, you know, knowing my character more.
Right, I think that's understandable. And I mean, in any relationship, communication is important, but I think especially, you know, in this industry, it's
instrumental.
Right there at the top, you know what I mean? So why did you actually like get into dancing?
So, funny enough, I am from Charlotte, North Carolina, and I had a really, really close friend of 13 years. We were inseparable. She was just my best friend. And I went through a breakup in North Carolina, and she said, you know what, it's finally time for us to move in together and for us to kind of start our lives, you know, in the same place, for us to be closer, and I want to start stripping. So, move down here and start stripping. The job worked out very well. Love it, but her, not so much.
Right.
But the industry is something that's piqued my interest for quite a long time, and I've always felt very comfortable with my sexuality. I used to work at kind of a place like Hooters. It was like a sports bar where I wore like a very scantily clad outfit, And I did awesome in that. I like relished in the tips and the attention, and it was super easy for me to flirt with customers and that kind of manner. And it made a really nice transition into the dancing industry itself.
Yeah, honestly, the attention is kind of nice, right?
I feel like the shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
You
My
can't tell
confidence
me
has
nothing.
skyrocketed
Yeah.
since I started dancing, and it's really great, you know? It's one of the things I love most about it.
Learning that people will literally throw money at you for existing feels so good on your worst days, because when you are at your lowest, at your bottom, people are paying you to exist.
Exactly. I've literally been having like a bad day before, and I was like, I'm just gonna go to work, because if I go to work, I know I'll feel so much better about myself. It's such a good feeling. I love being here, you know?
And I feel like there's like a large sense of community here as well, which is really nice and super supportive.
Not to plug day shift girls, but I love all of my day shift girls so much. Everybody's so sweet, and it's just a really nice place to be. Love to be in such a supportive community.
Yeah, day shift people are definitely super, super sweet.
Okay, Roxy, what do you think that you'll be doing in 10 years?
10 years, that'll make me 32. It's honestly hard to say because I never thought I'd be here now from a few years ago. In an ideal world though, I'd probably like to be a mother and a wife, and have some type of passive income or business that I'm able to kind of work on my own time.
I feel like that's like kind of the goal, you know? I mean, we're all pretty young, and
I'm trying to be set. Like, you know, I get pregnant and I get to take a few years off work and I get to stay with the baby.
Absolutely. That's the goal, right?
And my husband comes home with wine and roses and kisses my feet.
Opens my car doors for me. Some of us still like that. What is something that you wish you knew before you started dancing?
Something I wish I knew before I started dancing is probably how addictive the fast money is. It feels so good. And that alone, I feel like, is almost the scariest part. Like, it's the best part and the scariest part. You know, I knew I'd have to deal with rowdy customers and, you know, drunk men, and those things were all expected. I knew that
Right.
I would have, you know, run-ins with people pushing my boundaries or being disrespectful, but the pro to me was the money, and the pro never looked like the con.
Right. So, just for reference, Roxy, you've been dancing for how long?
Getting up to about a year now.
Okay.
So not that long. I mean, compared to like so many veteran dancers. But I'm really now just getting a taste of, I don't have to go to work for a week, you know, if I so wanted, and I can just show up to the club, shake my ass a little bit, and boom, now I have a rent. And,
Right, yeah.
But yeah, so I'd say that.
No, and that's the biggest benefit I mean, I've been dancing for, I think, a little over a month now, and the first like week or two I was here, I was like, oh my goodness, I had to pull in the reins a little bit, you know what I mean? And
The ecstasy you feel from fast money is something indescribable.
Literally. Yeah, absolutely. Give me one special weird talent that like people don't usually know about you.
Oh, just one?
Give me all you got, baby. Let's go.
Okay, so if I were to go on America's Got Talent, I can make fellatio noises with my mouth without being involved in such activities.
Can you demonstrate?
I can.
I loved that. Thank you.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
That's impressive.
It's like I'm collapsing like my esophagus, and it goes like.
You're gonna have to teach me that sometime.
I absolutely will. And I know all capitals of all 50 states.
I can name like 3, maybe. You got any more? Give me another one.
I know every main bone in my body. We were taught in 3rd grade, and something in like my lizard monkey brain just said, I'll remember that.
This is necessary information, yes.
Yeah, but cranium, mandible, hyoid, clavicle, sternum, ribs, scapula, spine, Elvis, pelvis, femur, patella, tibula, fibula, tarsals, metatarsals, phalanges, humerus, radius, ulna, carpals, metacarpals, phalanges.
I'm taking you with me whenever the apocalypse happens because you clearly have more medical information than I do.
My parents, when I was 8 years old, were very concerned.
Very concerned.
They're like, oh, we're going to have an issue on our hands.
That's funny. All right, so picture this. It's a Thursday night. It's kind of slow. Someone walks in. You're on stage. They drop $1 million. Just bands everywhere. Immediately, what is the first thing that you buy that's not a house and not a car?
I would purchase an appointment with a financial advisor. For sure.
I really like that answer.
Absolutely. I mean, it's not my expertise. I have no idea what to do with that much money. You know, I did not grow up with parents that had a lot of money or that were financially literate in any way whatsoever. So, you know, I know immediately what I would do is invest and pretend like I didn't have any of it and work my fucking ass off like I was still dead broke.
Right.
Granted, I feel like that's what everyone thinks they would do. You know, maybe... I don't think I can say that. Whew.
Try it.
You know, I feel like, you know, everybody that wins a shit ton of money is gonna go get, like, cocaine and hookers. But, I'd like to think in my head, you know, I'd go see a financial advisor.
Okay, so I agree with you. Like, absolutely, financial advisor of utmost importance. But I cannot even lie to myself if I'm saying I would not go purchase something ridiculous.
Yeah, I would definitely go on a shopping spree. And when I say shopping spree, you know, I'm thinking, like, Forever 21, like maybe some like H&M. I'm not talking like Louis, Gucci, Prada. Yeah. Louis, I can't remember.
Gucci, Louis, Fendi, Prada. I love you,
bitches buy that
Krayshawn.
shit, so I don't even bother.
Yo, Krayshawn, hit my line, please.
Mine too, please. So, Ferris, what is this absolutely ridiculous purchase you will be making with $1 million?
So I'm a really big fan of local art, so I would immediately go to all of the little local art spots that I like and get anything that I wanted to display in my room and around my house because that's what's most important. And then I would go and buy my dog all of the fancy treats, all of the fancy everything that he could ever want, because that boy deserves the world.
Those are amazing answers that make me feel like I'm a lying ass bitch. May I just add real quick that I have changed my answer, and I would be getting a Dr. Seuss painting for $10,550 at St. Augustine. It is called The Orient of the Cat, and one day in my life I pray I come across it again.
So it's funny that you say that, because it reminded me of, and this is totally anecdotal, but it reminded me of this little shop in a neighborhood here that for a while they had a Bob Ross original, and I'm a huge Bob Ross fan. I would go in there just to look at it, because at the time there was no way that I could ever get it, and then it sold years ago. This was a while back. But I remember looking at it being like, if somebody just dropped $5,000 in front of me, I would come and buy this painting right now.
I am obsessed. I feel the same.
So everything's been kind of crazy with COVID, and I know for me personally, it's been a second since I've made it out to a show or a concert, but what was the last one that you went to?
For me, the last one I went to was actually my boyfriend's concert. It was on Halloween, or maybe a day or two before. It was like Halloween weekend, and him and a few other local bands played. So that was the most recent band I went to see. They're wonderful. The Infinity Cinema.
Quick plug.
Quick plug. And then I think before that, I think the last show I went to was their other Halloween concert, which was the night I met my boyfriend.
So clearly you're a big fan.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest fan, infatuated, obsessed, never been done before, forever changed.
Well, let's go to a show sometime. We can be hyping the crowd together.
Yes, I am a groupie
I love local
for
music.
life. What is the last show you have been to?
So, like I said, COVID, I haven't really gotten out much. I think the last show I went to was a couple of months ago. There was this hardcore band called Burials here, and I'm a really big fan. So they were playing at one of the local venues, and I went out to go see them, and it was really, really fun. I love shows. I'm a big music person, and it's always nice to get out whenever I can.
I love concerts to the point where I do not care who is playing or what music is playing, but I enjoy the crowd the most. I love moshing, crowd surfing. I will lose a leg. You know, I don't care. It's the crowd that, and the experience of being in the crowd that I enjoy.
So working in a club, we run into a lot of interesting people. What are some kinks that customers have mentioned to you that they're into?
Probably the most intense one I've heard of. It's kind of like camping, intense.
I make that joke sometimes too, and people never get it.
I'm the fucking worst, like German sausage. Okay, I'm gonna stop. But no, like probably the most intense kink that I've come across is ball torture, which naturally I would be the one approached, but
oh yeah, I mean, I want you to step on me, so
that is exactly it. And just basically they want to be on the verge of vomiting from pain.
That's pretty intense.
Pegging is also a very common kink. So common, I just forgot to mention it.
Right, nobody's run that one by me yet. Like, even in my personal life or anything, I've yet to run across somebody who's into pegging.
I usually get it on a daily.
It was a myth for a long time.
I get it on a daily basis. It's pretty crazy.
What's good stage etiquette? If you're dancing on stage and somebody wants to approach you, how would you prefer that they do it?
So when you approach stage, I could care less if you sit or stand, doesn't really matter to me. So you're gonna wanna come up and tip. Usually tip pretty immediately, because sometimes
tipping gets your attention.
It absolutely does. And sometimes I will completely stop a performance that I was selling to the entire audience and making eye contact, and you have pulled me away from that and got my attention. And so I usually like for you to tip pretty quickly, and do not linger. If you only have $1, which is fine, there's nothing wrong with tipping $1, but if you do tip $1, you need to walk up, tip your $1, and keep going. If you have more money than that, keep tipping. But you shouldn't extend your entire stay and expect a 3 to 4 minute performance from me for $1 or $2.
I agree. So I think that if you come up and you have a couple of dollars, like, I'll definitely come down and greet you, absolutely. But if you have a stack of bills in your hands and you're consistently giving me that money, I'll stay. I've spent entire songs like just hanging out with somebody and like chit-chatting with them while I was dancing on the stage because they were, consistently putting down dollar bills. It all kind of, I guess, depends on like the dancer and your vibe too. Like, clearly we're dancing for what?
Absolutely.
Right?
And another thing I'd like to add is be respectful in the way you tip. What not to do not put a dollar bill in my vagina. Don't do that. I don't like that. If you ever in your head are questioning how you should be tipping a dancer, just ask her. It's like,
absolutely.
I can speak, I can talk to you, I have that ability. I don't mind, you tip my panties or my bra, I really don't mind, but
and usually if you ask, I'll show you like where to put the dollar, you know what I mean?
You will probably get more physical contact by talking to me because I will probably guide your hand in how to tip me.
Absolutely, you know what's up. And then on the other end of it, what is proper etiquette for VIP for you?
Every girl has different boundaries. I'll start with that.
Right, absolutely.
100% always ask, hey, what are you comfortable with? What do you like? What do you not like? For me, what that would be is I don't mind people touching me in VIP, but as long as you're respectful. So a lot of guys will come into VIP, which I love this is my favorite, is when guys come into VIP and they keep their hands by their side. And after I see, I'm like, oh wow, this guy's like really keeping my boundaries in mind. That's so awesome. And then I will then guide his hands to hold my hips or what have you. Don't grab a girl and force her to move a certain way, like grind on you.
That is the quickest way to get me to be like, I'm over this.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you cut this out, it's fine. People need to keep in mind that we're here working, but we're working for ourselves. We have, at any moment in time, the ability to stand up and say, I'm no longer comfortable with this and I'd like to stop the dance. It's not something that we have to do, and if you make us uncomfortable in any way, it's always a possibility. So definitely double check with the girl you're dancing with. She'll never mind if you ask.
Another thing is never, well, I guess that's...
Please don't grab my pussy.
Please don't grab my pussy. Yeah. Like, don't start trying to shove your hand into my panties.
I'm clothed for a reason. To reach back a little bit into like our earlier conversation about how we like day shift, I feel like that's why day shift is kind of nice. You kind of get to build a rapport with the people who come in often. It's a little quieter, a little less people. You get to sit around and chit chat a little more, and it's really nice. Like that's kind of why I like the job. You get to talk to people a lot, and
day shift is a lot more one-on-one personal connection and truly building that that relationship with someone. So if there's a girl you really enjoy, hang out with her on day shift. Day shift is much more one-on-one, whereas night shift is more party environment, having fun, hanging out and drinking with your friends, loud music, twerking. Whereas day shift, I view it as more sensual.
if you want to talk to the girls, come to day shift.
Come to day shift, yeah.
We love to chit chat and buy us drinks.
We like drinks.
We love drinks. All right, so very quickly on that note, we would like to go ahead and plug our Instagram. So I am at That's Not Ferris.
And I am at Text by Roxxy.
Ooh. I like that.
Thank you.
Thanks for sitting here and chit-chatting with me, Roxy. It's been nice to have a little break from everything and get to hear a little bit about what your experience is like. It's always nice to talk to you.
Aw, definitely you too. It's been quite a little kind of treat getting away from the day and, getting to share some of these experiences we've had, which, the more we share, the more we grow.
Absolutely. And I really want to thank the JAX local radio show for allowing us to host this little interview, and hopefully there will be more to come.
Yes, thank you, JAX local radio show.
And don't forget to come see us at New Solid Gold. Cute.
I'm your host, DJ JAXCIN, and I'm here with...
Ferris.
And this is the stripper trivia. And then the stripper trivia question number 1. So how many numbers are in the alphabet?
0.
You are correct. How many letters are in alphabet?
26.
How many letters are in alphabet?
Ah, you suck. A-L-T-H-A-B-E-T. 8.
So how many days are in a year?
Oh my god.
Don't worry, I didn't know it myself.
365.
Correct. How many states are in the United States?
50.
Correct again.
I don't know if you were trying to stump me with these, but I'm smart.
So let's see about this one.
Oh god.
What's the capital of Florida?
Tallahassee.
She's on a roll, folks.
Hell yes. I hope they don't get harder.
It's gonna get harder right now. You ready?
Yeah.
What's the state bird of Florida?
The mockingbird.
Are you seeing my sheet from all the way over there?
No, I swear to god I'm not.
This girl's good. What's always coming but never arrives?
My fucking Uber Eats orders.
Wrong answer.
Is it? Well, what was I supposed to say?
Tomorrow. What is it that likes to be fed but dies if it's watered?
My ego.
Your ego? No, it's fire. What's your ego is fire, right?
My ego is fire.
Your sign fire?
I'm actually an earth sign. I'm a Capricorn.
What can you catch but it's never thrown?
Good game.
Cold.
What?
A cold.
Yeah. Alright, I think my answers are better than your answers for all of these.
I mean, yeah, sure. If a plane crashes between Canada and the United States, how many survivors do they bury?
However many died on the plane.
How many survivors did they bury?
Oh.
Fuck you.
None.
Correct.
Maybe I shouldn't have had that drink before I came up here for this interview.
What gets wetter the more it dries?
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
A towel.
Correct.
Damn. I'm good.
How do you make the number 1 disappear?
You insult him.
No, you add a G to it, and it equals gone. You add a G to it.
God
G-O-N-E. Gone. Got him.
Idiot.
All right, ready for a tongue twister? She sees cheese.
She sees cheese. She sees cheese. She sees cheese. Sally sells seashells by the seashore. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, how many pickled peppers did Peter Piper pick? Red lorry, yellow lorry. Red lorry, yellow lorry.
She could be
I
like
wish to wash my Irish wristwatch. I have a great tongue.
She could be a fast rapper, like a little twister.
I actually do like to rap. Fun fact.
Dang, lucky.
You're gonna bust a rap?
Absolutely fucking not. Maybe a little.
Can you do your ABCs backwards?
ZYXWVTSRQPONNKJIHGFDCBA. Did I get that right? I think I got it.
Sounded good to me. I would believe you're not drunk on that one.
Here's the thing. If you've sat down and memorized how to do your ABCs backwards,
You might have a little alcoholism problem. All right, you ready for the next topic? Let's talk about sex.
All right.
If you could describe without involving the sexual act, what would be your like fantasy location and like the setup?
That was a really awkward phrasing, Jackson. I hope you know that. I guess maybe in a mountain somewhere with a nice view and no other humans around for miles and miles and miles. Amazing. To feel
Great.
like the only person on the face of the planet.
Great answer. All right, here's our rapid fire questions. You can only rate it from 0 to 10. There's no describing or your thoughts about it. It's
Okay.
just 0 through 10.
Heard.
Rapid fire. Rate the sex position.
Okay.
Doggy.
7.
Riding.
8.
69.
10.
Missionary.
5.
Shower sex.
3.
Foreplay.
10.
In the car.
2.
On the beach.
0.
Store changing room.
0.
Elevator.
0.
Same sex.
10.
Threesomes.
8.
Pain sex.
6.
Up against the wall.
10.
Bed of a pickup truck.
Ooh, 10.
Hot tub.
Situational, but 10.
Hot tub.
Situational, but 10.
Oh. 68 and I owe you one.
0?
Yeah, I guess that would work. Because I was thinking who's getting the pleasure here. You know what 68 and I owe you one is?
No.
It's like where you blow me and I'll blow you later.
Absolutely no. 0.
What is a celebrity that you would love to have sex with?
Okay. Ooh. Right now, currently, I think Pete Davidson is fine. Not to sound like every other bitch.
Everybody's going for these MGK dudes.
Okay, listen. I was a little emo kid. I've liked tall, lanky, with dark bags and lots of tattoos for a long time, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else is just catching up.
Do you think he's actually an emo guy, though? Or
No,
is he just...
I don't think so. He just fits the aesthetic. I think he's very emotional. I'm sure he is. I've watched like a bunch of interviews and stuff.
Yeah, I've seen a comedy skit. He's kind of like that.
So I recommend. I watched like a really, really long interview one time with him where he like went in depth about like what he's gone through and stuff, and it was. I wasn't really a huge fan of him before then, and I had never seen his comedy specials, but I saw the interview pop up and I just sat down and was like, you know what, I'm gonna watch this interview. It looks interesting. And by the end of it, I was like, I love this man.
If you could have a man with $10 million and a 3-inch strudel, or a man with a 10-inch strudel and $3, which one would you choose?
The small strudel with a lot of money. So, I guess my reasoning, 10 inches is kind of a lot, to be honest. Don't need that.
Well, actually,
Keep it.
the next question was, what size seems scary? What size starts to sound scary?
9.
There you have it, folks. All right, next question. Are you flexible, and do you like to be bent, or is it more a performance thing?
So I am actually diagnosed as being like too flexible. I'm like hyper flexible in a lot of my joints.
Mm-hmm.
So I have like a bunch of party tricks that I can do, especially with like my hips and stuff, because they're like, you know,
Can you show us?
maybe not my hips, but I can spend some of my other party tricks. Yeah.
All right, I'm ready.
Right, so I can bend my thumb all the way back to touch my forearm like this. You see that? Let me see. I can. So because my joints are hyper flexible, I build up more of the like gases between them that a lot of people, or more than a lot of people do. So I can crack all of my joints a little easier. I think I just got my knuckles, but I don't think I've gotten my neck today. So got a lot of fun party tricks. I hope my doctor isn't watching this. Sorry.
All right, this is your host, DJ JAXCIN. This is Strip Club Documentaries on the Jax Local Radio Show, and this is Ferris. And we out of here. Peace.
See you next time.
Beneath the surface.
Like to help support the show promoting local talent, please cash app us at money signs Jax Local Radio Show.
Hi, I'm Ferris.
Hi, I'm Roxy.
And we're here with the Jax Local. Fuck. What our lifestyle is like.
Ooh.
All right, Roxy.
Let's get down to the brass tacks. Roxy, how horny of a girl are you? Yeah, Jackson's like cracking the whip on us.
I don't even care if it hears it.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah. These are gonna be the outtakes. They're gonna show up in the thing where we're like, fuck.
Oh yeah?
I hope my mom doesn't watch this. What?
You said you suck his toes. So
That bitch a freak.
go back here and suck my toes.
All right.
Maybe I did. Maybe I'm trying to.
We're just testing. Just testing things. I like the mic. The mic's good. You did a good job with that. Test. I feel like I always look like. See, when I sit up, I'm like almost in the middle of the thing, and I want to slouch because it makes me look fat. Coming to you live from Solid Gold. Cold, beady little eyes. Death. Just do it for you?
Yeah, that does it.
That's a P.
Right here?
Yes, right here.